So we repaired this here and it was leaking. And then this is the quick check valve that makes your sump pump quieter. We also had to add a strap for some extra support. And this is the old part we cut out right here. It was actually like barely in. It was in maybe a quarter of an inch. I'm surprised it held up as long as it did. So we just removed that, cleaned that out. We'll be going through that step by step.
All right, we gotta open up this here. Just turn these out. And then we have a light here. We turn on. And then we got our pipe down there. It's the sump pump today. How they got it hooked up. And this joint started leaking and it's barely even in there. It's only in there like a quarter inch. And it literally just comes right out. So we're gonna cut this back here and we're gonna replace this the correct way. And then we're gonna put a check valve down here. And what that'll do is, that'll make sure the water does not come back. And that'll also make your sump pump quieter. So that's the first thing we're gonna do. You can see we got some pooling of water here. It's because it's been unplugged for a few days. And we wanted to get this addressed because the water was just pouring out from over there because that was disconnected. Yeah, so you can see it dripping. All right, so now that water's drained out of here, we can unplug this. And then we're going to disconnect this here with our drill. I'm going to loosen these screws here. And we're going to just pull our pipe right out. You can see we still got some water in there. And this is just sure you have the flow going up, and we'll probably have to cut the pipe a little bit, and this will make sure you see that flapper in there. That'll make sure that'll push the water out, and then that will not allow any water to come back into the system, and that'll also make it quieter. Cut this a little cleaner. Gives us a nice clean cut. Take a marker. I would say probably mark this about right there. That's where we're going to want to cut this one. And then you just pull this button, put your blade back, then you get that on there where you want it. Hold it straight, and that's it. Alright, now I'm going to stick that in here. And we'll tighten that up. And then now we got to fix that in. So that gets us to about there. And now we can come down here. We're going to put a metal strap right here where this pipe is flexing. We're going to secure it up here. Get this pipe as close to there as possible. We're just going to come down. Shit, this one don't even look long enough. We can do this, and you could just, so you could put it like this, and you could put a little bolt in here. So that's what we'll do. So for now, I'm just gonna stick this in here. Just kind of getting some play. All right, so we can do what we got to do here. Now another tool, you could pick up one of these bits and drill the inside of this out, which this piece didn't even seal properly, so we could clean that out. There's some glue back in there we can clean out and then reuse this fitting. So now that that's clean, we can just reuse this. And we can cut that off with our shear. Now push this back button. We re-glued and then we just put that on there. This rubber goes back in to hold that. You can plug this in. And you can see that flapper pushing up, allowing that water to come out. Then when it's done, it goes back down. Not allowing that water to go back in. Then we have no more dripping.